Norsca, I think, was probably the very first. But hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How are all of you beautiful, wholesome hunks doing today? Today on the menu, we have Oxyotl. And is there a more broken lord? I feel like Grimgor used to be really overpowered because of the caravan economy. Now, we don't necessarily have that caravan economy anymore. Is Oxyotl the lord that is the most overpowered? I think there are very, very, very few counters to Oxyotl, and that's one of the reasons why it makes him so powerful. We can go legendary very hard. I remember the last time I played Oxyotl, I'm not sure if you guys have. Last time I played him was when he spawned tier 5 armies, like between turn 5 and 10. So I'm well used to being under extreme circumstances as Oxyotl, and playing out those extreme circumstances. But yeah, he's just jumping around. Oxyotl Squad, remember you can keep picking more fights so quickly. Yeah, he can just keep fighting over and over, right? There's a lot of fun jumping around the world. Oh, do you know, there's an XCOM mod for Oxyotl. I should have played that. Maybe I should have given that a go. Yeah, there's some really interesting mods for Oxyotl. Very, very interesting mods indeed for Oxyotl. But I'm not sure if any of you guys know about the CrowdStrike stuff that happened recently. But overnight, they lost 30 billion in shareholder value, which is mad. All because of one line of code that breaks everything. Right, so to talk about Oxyotl, one of the best things he does is he gives additional 1 melee attack, defense, and leadership per unit rank. Meaning at rank 9, they'll get +9 to all these. Additionally, for speed, we will gain 9% speed, which is in itself is pretty good because the baseline is 48. So one thing happens with speed is the percentage always is based upon the default values, right? So 48. It's always it's not quantitative, it's additive. So looks like we've got a lot of corn situations here. We are feeling a little bit corny, it seems. So we're going to visibility. Hey, baby. You remember the first time you lost 30 billion? Imagine. I mean, aren't there certain countries that have like billions is like pounds or dollars? Is it Zimbabwe that's billions? So in that situation, if you've lost like 30 billion Zimbabwe dollars, it's not too much. Oh, it's not too bad. And hey, mate, good to see you, handsome. Oh. Flaming attacks, fire blood toxins. Projectiles explode. Dear God. Discourage effect. Okay. I don't remember fire blood toxin, but that's pretty insane. Wow, Valiant Defeat. It is insane to me how good Corn Auto Resolve is. Like, it is insane how good Corn's Auto Resolves are. I mean, I don't even get it. Like, it's such a weird composition as well. 2 Feral Bastilons, 3 Skinks. I mean, the army is really good. I mean, this is a very, very strong default army for Oxyotl. Who do you guys think has the strongest army? Turn 1. Turn 1, Belegar, I would say. I'm hard pressed not to say Belegar, as I think Belegar's army turn 1 is insane. So imagine Skinks, play Tehehuan. As an introduction to learn Skinks, because he buffs them up a lot. He would be the best dude to learn them with. Set ourselves into position here. 1 billion doesn't matter how many billions you get. Isn't there a game called We Are Something Billions? Hey Graco, good to see you, buddy. Alright, let's check this over here. You do have 35% spell resistance in fairness, but that's fine. Ooh. Straight to the Domium. Additional range. That Master Predator. Oh my god, these dogs are just absolutely mulching us. Wow, That's Chaos Warhound as well. Smoking them like that. That's crazy. That is crazy. Hey, Chosen. Let's go Master Stalker. Yeah, our range by default is actually relatively low. Oh, we gotta be a little bit careful here, it seems. Go around there. Let's pull you back and just make sure we're dealing with this situation over here. Let's get those toxins on the go. I do like the feral changes. I am a big fan of the feral changes with the rampage tokens. I definitely think it was the right move. Because like rampaging units are always pretty trash when it's not choreographed and you don't know when it's going to happen. I feel like Chameleon Skinks are one of the very few units that's not bad to let them run rampage by themselves. Like skirmish mode. Oh wow, we are really struggling to kill Jawthirster here. We've got... Oh, we got a spectator. We got a spectator sport here, it seems. Alright. Yeah, the second I start leveling up, we'll be fine. Do the skirmishing rampage? Do units skirmish? No, rampage forces them to fight whatever's nearest to them. So if a unit is rampaging, they will be forced into melee. Is how that works. So let's say, yeah. Oh wow, that is insane, the damage. Yeah, explosive missiles. I should have had these guys attacking the Chaos Warriors, so that's a bad identification by my side. Yeah, it seems pretty strong. I don't think we have any fire resistance innately in the skinks. No, we don't. Yeah, because there. Now we can see that this is where the damage is at. We just need a couple life blooms and whatnot here as well, which would be nice. Avajora, it's a good couple of units. Yeah. I mean, the Paven Slaanesh is such a meta thing within multiplayer now. It is insanely meta because of the fact that you can instantly rampage things. So spells that apply rampage apply the token straight away, which effectively means that you can instantly make them rampage, excuse me, and isolate units across. Yeah, I wonder who else do you think? Who else would be close to be able to take down Belegar's army turn 1? I actually don't think there's many factions that turn 1 can take out Belegar. I am never. Also, I want to show you this because I think it's so insanely cool. Some absolute legend in the Discord made a mod for me, and look how sick this looks. If you're in the chat right now, much love to you. Look at this. They basically made me in the game. How goddamn sick is that? It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. They created me in the game. And I was playing through it, and it was very poggies. It was very, very cool. Hey, Rage. I don't really need the ammunition. That's sick. Yo, Jacob, it is sick. I agree. We'll go into ammunition. We'll go Inspiring Presence upgrade where we can. We don't necessarily need the increased mobility yet. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we can attack, so we don't need to. We'll take this bad boy, then recruit once we've finished it. A Dwarven kin, yeah. So that's Thoric Ironbrow being replaced with me, which is making me... Guys, if I made a mod for a dwarf and voice acted in it, would you be interested in playing it? Do you think it is worth me making the effort to try and make that happen? As I feel like there's a lot of work that goes into mods. But I think it'd be so cool because obviously it's not just like the voice acting stuff, it's the 3D asset creation. It's, you know, the way that the thing plays, the animations of the character. It is ridiculous. The amount of work that goes into it. Like, modders need a lot more love and respect, because it is kind of wild how much work goes into mods that get created. It is genuinely wild. Alright, let's, are you the explosive one? Ah, you are. That's alright. Which is good, because... Yep, you're shooting the armor dudes. That's fine with me. You'd assume doggers would be would really struggle against everything else here. So let me just make them stand still, and hopefully the shots will spread out a little bit. Because one of the bad things... Wow, we are doing very limited damage there. One of the bad things you'll find is that when you've got skirmish type units and they are running towards something, their accuracy decreases significantly. Oh my god, the bloodlords are absolutely slapping me a new one. So you got to be really careful with how the damage you're doing. Was more content than the actual game? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, someone yesterday was telling me about a Crusader Kings 3 mod with Lord of the Rings, I believe, in it. And it looked insane. It looked absolutely... Wow, is that an AoE? Yeah, it is nice. Normally that's a thing you've got to target on somebody. At least we're getting a nice firing line. I mean, the ultimate objective is to replace every single unit with Chameleon Skinks, and then just playing the kiting game. But I like the fact that they've changed the focused instincts, unless that's just specific to Oxyotl, which could be true. That could be a specific Oxyotl one. If I was a Dwarf Lord, it would be. I would be a Dwarf Lord, It would be. Yo. That's awesome. Yeah, it's really cool. Wait, Hyper, what's hambush? What's exclamation mark hambush mean? I have no clue. Oh, and the wonderful One Pitch Man has given us access into the Twitch integration mod. So we'll be probably using that tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. Oh, and later today, guys, check out the official Creative Assembly Total War channel, as I will be on there with Human Boy SS as a duo caster, which I am very much looking forward to. Let's just occupy. I don't want to force rebellions because I'm not going in that direction. I feel like it's kind of bait. Let me go with Skirmisher. God, Skirmisher is so good. It really is. Anytime you've got a red tree that applies to significant amounts of units, I'm always a big fan. Right, let's see what kind of blessed units we get access to as well. We do have the Rite of Sotek, but I just don't think it's needed yet. Because, I mean, this is a huge amplification of damage. Like, if I'm in a lot of trouble, sure, but I don't think we will be anytime soon. Weapon strength is a bit of a shame. Have we already got... Yeah, we've already got the missile strength. Wow. Yeah, one of the only issues that I often find with Oxyotl is that you legitimately suffer from success a little bit from the perspectives of your tech tree. Alright, let's have a look here. Honestly, I think Revitalization Crystals, Basilons, are insane. One of the most overpowered and underrated units of the Lisbon for sure. Might I ask in how many hours the PvP tournament will be exactly and streamed on YouTube too, right? Yes, it will be. So, I finally had the opportunity to speak with a wonderful Turin, and Turin has allowed me to use Total Tavern. So what I'm doing right now is I'm in the process of thinking logistics, because it'll be in exactly within a week's time. So the only thing that I want to make sure that I'm doing is setting correct expectations. And I'm not making it so that you guys are forced to play games really quickly. So I don't know if a week time frame is enough to allow everybody to, you know, play their games and be happy. Because I don't know if a week's enough to go through quarters and finals. It depends on how many people sign up, I guess. If I post it out and we get a lot of people signing up, then I might stretch it across. I need to speak with Tobias Fate. I need to message Tobias Fate to see where what's the situation with him. Global recruitment. Oh wow, that's actually insane. Yeah, global recruitment reductions. That's big, because I can go encampment stands here, and then I'll be able to recruit 5 skinks. But I'm gonna have to wait and see, because I need to make sure, because I know Turin's playing on the day of the 27th as well, and I want to be respectful to him. So we'll see. I was supposed to do a single faction tournament yesterday, but as I'm sure some of you are aware, the crowd strike issues was real, and I didn't have opportunity to do so. So I had to finish work really, really late. Still surprised. It still blows my mind that literally 30 or 20 billion was wiped out. Yeah, 30 billion was wiped out from their share holders. But yeah, I'll need to leave it with me to do the relevant admin. I'll need to make sure that to do the relevant admin. Wow, I can attack this already. That is wild. God, Pyrrhic victory. That is so insane how good the auto-resolve is. Guys, do you think that the auto-resolve for Khorne is better than Dwarves? Do you think the auto-resolve for Khorne is better than the auto-resolve for Dwarves? That is an interesting question. I honestly think Khorne might have a better auto-resolve. Because when I'm fighting Dwarves, I don't have as much of a penalize. Like, I think if this you put me against equal amounts of Dwarven units, I don't think it would be Pyrrhic. I don't know if they've just given Khorne, like, insane auto-resolve bonuses. Like, I'm not sure if that's the case. But it does seem pretty bonkers. Yeah, I guess there is a double Chaos Warrior situation, isn't it? Really nice stat lines as well. Resell a partner with the current site. It was a really fun day yesterday. Yes, I can imagine, matey. How's a Chore sort of resolve, Sector? Really good question. I would say relatively good, depending on the army composition. Like, it's one of those things where if you're using Hobgoblins, your auto-resolve won't be that good, because obviously the auto-resolve is looking for a couple things, right? Here's the biggest factor of what they're looking for. Armor, leadership, and your stat line and weapon strength. And Khorne Warriors have insane. Chaos Warriors of Khorne have insane all of this, right? And I think shields are also in the calculation. If they're shielded, then the auto-resolve's like, oh, they're going to block X, Y, Z. So yeah. But it is mad. It was so funny. I had certain people in the company I work for be like, "Yep, all my stuff doesn't work. I can't do anything because of the CrowdStrike issue," which was like causing people to blue screen. And like loads of like workarounds was given, and people were like, "Yep, no, can't work." Thank you for the explanation. No, you're more than welcome, my friend. More than welcome. Skullcrushers of Khorne have insane auto-resolve, at least from experience. Yeah, equally, my friend. Equally, my friend. They have exactly what the thing's looking for. It's the reason why I think Dwarves were one of the factions that they fundamentally balanced auto-resolve around. Maybe this is like an unpopular opinion, but I honestly believe Dwarves is how they defined auto-resolves in general. Like, they looked at Dwarves and was like, okay, we'll base around the majority of the auto-resolve around a faction like this. And that is the reason why leadership and armor is so important. Because I almost never see demonic factions have good auto-resolves. The only time demonic faction have good auto-resolves is because of the fact that they've got mortal units now. That is honestly quite literally it. if we didn't have Champions of Chaos, I think a lot of the mortal units that we no longer that are in the roster, yeah, that's literally the reason. How many of you guys? I've asked this question a fair few times, but how many of you guys in the chat remember Nurgle Auto Resolve and Slaanesh Auto Resolve day one? I remember it day one of Warhammer 3 release. My god, it was torture. Okay, that was the world's worst fireball. That is what it is. Yeah, I remember day one, the auto-resolve of demon units, because fundamentally the auto-resolve system was not built around demonic units. They only like a year into Warhammer 3's life cycle did I think that they started getting to the point where it was kind of making sense for demonic units. Oh shoot, I'm going to lose my dude. I should have been nearby with this, as we may lose him. Although surprisingly, because you wouldn't think that you would. First composed Slaanesh, so I remember. No auto-resolve, no replenishment was torture indeed. Yeah, Nurgle as well. My goodness. It was like, oh, do you want to fight every single goddamn battle, no matter what the situation? It's like, oh, you have an entire army of demonettes versus 5 goblin laborers. Obviously, broad example, because they didn't exist at the time. And it'd be like, yep, you lose, bud, sorry. Sorry, bud. You lose. It's like, thanks, auto-resolve. Go home, you're drunk. From Pyrrhic to Decisive, we'll take those. Saying nothing was working for them, so jump events, tell them a note there. Wow, yours blue screen too. Yeah, I know that going into safe mode and stuff like that was a way to work around it. Never played day one, but it sounds terrible. Honestly, yeah. I am a firm believer that Warhammer 3 was not ready to be released when it released. I wonder if this game would be significantly more popular if they didn't release it the way they did. Same with Darktide. Like, Darktide now, great game. Right? Super good game. But they lost the favor with so many people. Try Decisive to Pyrrhic. I'll try, lad, I'll try. It's I think one of the only games that has successfully managed to turn things around in that manner is, in my opinion, No Man's Sky. Wait, what? Oh, does it have to be where this is? Armies in region. Ah, damn it. I need to be here then. Okay, I thought it was, I forget that region isn't, province. Right. A new sanctum is available, though. Don't need that. We could do this. Getting recruitment capacity is always never a terrible idea. Plus getting experience will always be good, too. Yeah, the geomantic web, lol, let's ignore that. Oh yeah, of course, we can instantly travel here. Surely I want to take the majority of this province, though. We'll see. From... It's disappointing if it's not going to turn around. So, 100%. I was playing No Man's Sky yesterday. My god, it was so good. Maybe I don't understand. Do you think +1 melee speed is broken, Carlson? I mean, it's not just the fact that he provides the additional melee attack and speed. The thing you've got to remember is, fundamentally, he functions and excels at one thing in which is exceptionally difficult to counter. And that is Chameleon Skinks, right? Chameleon Skinks, in general, are very difficult to counter in any way. And especially because he amplifies them up so much. Like, he is insane with how he amplifies things up. Like, his entire purpose is to destroy and murder things. Even in lore, Oxyotl was like perfected killing chaos, basically. Is honestly what he did. He basically perfected murdering chaos. And in-game, it reflects it too. I don't think there's anybody within the game that can do what Oxyotl can do in a similar manner. Is it worth me thinking? Do I think it's worth it me? Do I have any recruitment increases? No, let's go with growth again. I'm going to end up with like a really high tier settlements, but I'm not going to be able to do much with them. We might be able to get a skink chief, which we might as well do. Oh, Pompous goes hard. Pompous goes hard. Is the World's Part 1 update already? Yeah, there's a 5.1 update, Nibbin? Or 5.0 or something like that. Very, very good update. Hey, no, good to see you, buddy. I was playing it yesterday, but it's one of those things where I've not played it in such a long time that, maybe we should be using a secondary army. Yeah, I've not played it in such a long time that, I forgot most of what I was doing. Do I want to just recruit globally as well? I don't think it's worth just yet. We'll let the thing unlock and then we'll start moving around. Had a long break from it, though. Oh, yeah, dude, it's in a good spot to play again. But Carlson, welcome in, buddy. What other games do you guys think went from releasing really badly to turning it around massively like No Man's Sky? I honestly think there's very few stories akin to No Man's Sky. I think it was just like a classic case of them truly caring about the game. And there's so many free updates that have happened for No Man's Sky. It's wild. I know I need a secondary region, don't I? Wait, can you just click a region anywhere? Oh, interesting. God, I haven't played Oxyotl in such a long time. It's crazy. Should we jump over here and start messing things around? Yeah, why not? We're supposed to get missions, right? Oh, this is easy. Bowlers don't really care about bowlers. Warriors don't really care about that. Sanctum gems. Oh, recruit rank for skink units. Let's travel there. Ah, shoot. I probably should have upgraded a little bit. Who are we murdering? Luther. We're actually killing the big man himself. Let's go ahead and... Do we need to do this, lads, do you think? No, let's perform this rite of ferocity. I think that's the way to do it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I forgot to give my... I forgot to put my unit in. I forgot to put my goddamn hero in for the -4 leadership, which would have helped a lot. Daisy, Jakey. Cyberpunk? Yeah, Cyberpunk's, yeah, really good show, actually. Cyberpunk is really good. They definitely did a lot of work with that one. But Carlson, who do you think is the best Legendary Lord? Who do you think is the strongest Legendary Lord? And remember, you have to keep them in isolation, right? You can't, like for me, Oxyotl in isolation is insanely overpowered. Building costs, me, stop at you. I like Sotek mid-game. Silly Sotek. I guess it depends, because if we're talking about a faction where we're isolating it to just the Legendary Lord itself, then I would say Oxyotl, nobody comes remotely close to Oxyotl. If we're talking about, I guess, expanding that past the Legendary Lord themselves, and the ability to recruit things, their ability to, I guess, snowball, per se, Tamakan is decent. I guess there's other factions in there that can have a similar level of potency. Hold on, let me go and quickly start shooting these over here. Honestly, deckhand mobs are insane. You gotta be so careful with some of these guys. You really do. All we're gonna do is go close enough. Are we fine while moving? We're not. Good. I'm gonna move in to let the bloated corpse blow up. There you go. City Sotek. That might be enough for them to come towards me. It's so funny that the bloated corpse unit is legitimately just trolling them. Wow, the vegetation is real here. I don't believe we can shoot through trees as skinks. I really don't want to sit here cheesing. There's no point doing fireball. There really isn't. Yo, Goon, you handsome bugger. Dude, thank you so much for the raid, man. I really do appreciate you. It's very kind of you. Let me give you a shout out. Ooh la la, ooh la skinks. I mean, we're playing the man, the myth, the legend, the skink. But yeah, if you guys don't know who the wonderful, incredible, wholesome hunk that is PC Space Goon, do go check him out. We have me and Goon have a long history. He was one of the very first people and streamers to ever raid me, a long, long time ago, and he will forever be in my heart. He's an absolute legend, a wholesome hunk, and an overall great guy.
PCSPA Kula PCSPA Kula PCSPA Kula PCSPA Kula.
Thank you, Goon. Appreciate you. My first, he was my my raiding. He took my raiding virginity, indeed. Tretch Craventail? Do you think? I mean, I feel like Tretch can be good. All right, I'm trying to get these guys to move over. Go kill the elves instead of silly chaos. Wait, who do you think is the strongest then, Shiro? But yeah, Goon, hope you had a good stream, buddy. How is Cringe Tep? Ever since I played with Akoi and did the head-to-head thing, where Akoi was playing, I think, was he playing Katep? Oh wow, I'm actually actively trolling these skinks by making them spotted by this dude. Do they have snipe? I don't think they do. I would have need to have done the thingy to do that. Legendary Lord is primary army. Yeah. Legendary Lord in the primary army. Then again, I guess you could... would the skinks be able to kite like Minotaurs of corn out? He's still Garbo? Yeah, I thought he wouldn't be the best. Hey, GG, good to see you, buddy. He's honestly very decent in the multiplayer campaign. Yeah, I mean, Skaven in general have always been relatively solid in campaigns. Hey, Maximus, good to see you, buddy. Good old mortars. This mortar's shot so many times. Oh, wow. Literally, as I'm making fun of them, of course they land a hit. Bruh. Ain't that the truth? Let's get a Flankerzy on the go. Let's get a Flankerzy on the go. What are we playing as Lizardman? Yeah, we're playing the Lizards today. Guys, did Lizardmen have the most DLC in the game? I think they do, right? If I'm not mistaken, I feel like the Lizardmen have the most amount of DLC in them. And thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate you, buddy. I think they have the most DLC in the game. I don't know why. For a long time, I was a Lizardman hater. I hated playing them. I don't know why. I just didn't like playing them. And then fairly recently, I started playing them again. And my god, are they so good. Oh, is it shared with Skaven? Okay, fair. Do you know what? I think I can probably just straight up smoke them in melee as well. So let's move forward. I should be able to move towards them. They've done a really good job of holding the line and defending the mortars here. Trying to find opportunities to sneak through, but I think we're going to have to go all around the outside if we do. We need to do round the outside if that's the case. I don't believe any of these would win in melee in isolation, so let's try and move around this way. Looks like they'll finally give us an opportunity to sneak on by. Hey, Geoticket, you see, bud? Guy, from anybody on Goon's chat, were you guys hit with the crowd strike issue yesterday? Any of your wholesome hunks hit with the crowd strike issue yesterday? Still blows my mind. Ah, shoot, this is one of the best the disencouraged effects against host units. God, it's almost like the, oh, I'm silenced. That's a really good UI change, it really is. It's almost like they knew what they were doing. Because forcing me to fight inside of the trees is so painful. It is extremely painful. Is it campaign or multiplayer? This is campaign, yeah. Here we go. I mean, Oxyotl is not a melee fighter, but we've snuck around, evaded all of their units, which is what we want. try and move back over here. All I've got to make sure to do is keep mobile. I just have to ensure that I'm continuously mobile here. The identity hulks. They look scary, but in actual fact, they're not that strong, in truth. Let's get some of you in melee. Now, in fairness, I shouldn't get the guys with the attacks on their ammunition to be in melee, for sure. Hulks will die very quickly. One of the things you always got to keep in mind is ammunition is balance of power, so every shot I'm doing, I'm technically losing balance of power if I don't kill things. Like the bar on the top. And equally, health of your lords is an important factor towards the balance of power as well. So by healing whenever you get chance, it's always a good idea. Unless you find opportunities to do damage elsewhere. Yeah. Torx and Scabrand are absolutely broken lords. I think the problem I have with Torx and Scabrand is they're too large. Like, let's say, why was Malice and Vlad nerfed, right? One of the biggest factors as to why Vlad and Malice was nerfed is because they're tiny. Anytime you've got a small entity that has the ability to survive and tank and drain tank a lot of things, like, it's a big problem. Scarbrand is so susceptible to being shot at. And equally the same for Kuga and Torx. Obviously, Torx attack animations make him a little bit better with it, because you can consistently keep, like, evading damage, but the size of the entity is a really big factor. I'm not sure if you guys agree, though. Go. Nice. Jobs are good. But yeah, Malachi is pretty strong. But Malachi takes a long time to get rolling. It was escaping for a while, then Liz got a lot of love. Yeah, when did they get the love that they did? And the only reason he's difficult is because Valkyrie just stat checks you. Yeah, it makes sense. Valkyrie can poop out so many armies really quickly on. Any pins and setters is finest faction. I don't think there's anything fundamentally wrong with Aranessa. She's just exceptionally boring and has nothing unique to her. I think is the biggest problem. She suffers in that she should not exist within Vampire Coast. She's Dogs of War. So it doesn't make sense that she exists within the world. In the sphere that she's in. She's fundamentally Dogs of War, right? And by putting her in a situation where she's not Dogs of War, her identity and everything about her is just significantly weaker, right? Which is one of the issues you'll find. And that's one of the things that I'm consistently seeing is that, you know, Aranessa should be, like I said, Dogs of War. She shouldn't be a Vampire Coast. And by being Vampire Coast, it means that her identity is just kind of trash. Thankfully, we managed to do this. Let's grab another one of these bad boys. Check out that. Coast, Norsca, Britannia feels so power creep. Uninspiring. What, as in everything else around it's gotten so much stronger? Yeah, I'd agree with that. I would say one of the things that I would love... Hey, Talon. One of the things that I would absolutely love for them to do is... Maybe you guys disagree. But I would love for them to release a pack, like a DLC pack, for all of the factions that I kind of forgotten about. So, Bretonnia, Vampire Coast, Counts, Norsca. Like, very small changes where they put a lot of effort into making them... Maybe free LC. I know it's obviously not sustainable, but I would love for them to revisit all of the old factions, like, as soon as possible, and make them more viable. Like, if you compare Norsca to any of the later factions, like, it's crazy. Or if you compare, you know, any of the newer factions to any of the older factions, they are not even remotely close. They're not even remotely close in strength. And that's the problem, right? I honestly should run at them. Run at them in melee, honestly. I don't know why I'm not just doing that, because they really suck in melee. I mean, at least we got a lot of balance of power from a healing perspective. I've got converts meant to be skirmish units, 40 minute speeds. Known to be slower, 50 plus now. Yeah, it's crazy. I think you can get close to 100 speed on Slayers now. No, 80. Apologies. I think it's 80. Some of the faction overhauls, like the Lili's Plutonium mod. The Lili's Plutonium mod is really good. Norsca and Vampire Council, the most out-of-date factions. Would you believe me if I said the roster in Norsca has not changed since 2017? Would you believe me? Would you believe me that the core roster of Norsca has not changed since 2017? Do you believe that to be true? That the core roster, rank goddamn 7. RRs, I'm not counting RRs. That's not counting RRs. Let's just maximize healing first, I really like. Can I jump back over to here to recruit? Oxyotl has already travelled this turn. Ah, you coward. How long does this last for them? Rank 5. So technically, is that specific to Oxytl's army? I don't think so, right? I guess it doesn't matter who we're going to be recruiting, but Pompous is too good not to take, honestly. So does that mean we get rank 9? Yeah, we do. Nice. Okay, that's kind of wild. This is turn 3, by the way. This is turn 3, by the way. I'm getting rank 7's turn 3, by the way. How insane is that, man? Rank 7's turn 3. That is not balanced. Wait, I can recruit from here? No, it's not, Lava. Wait, I can recruit here as well. Wait, hold on. I'm so confused. Hold on. If I go back to the other army, I'm so annoyed that I didn't move you over as well. If I recruit one from here, can I then go back over here and recruit units as well? Or is that like a visual bug? I think it's a visual bug. Okay. It's debating me. Wait, why can I recruit from the other... Why can I recruit from Oxyotl where he's at? Wait, can you bug it to make it so you can recruit like that? If I go back over here... can I steal one unit from there? No, you can't. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Next 5X, I'll have to wait and see. Because I need to cook up who I think is the best one to do it. I'm in the process of releasing a video for it as well. As I'm playing it offline. Alright, now at least we've gotten all the things we need, so we can throw these in. I'm still surprised. Rank 7's turn 3 just seems a bit excessive. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Did dwarves get some major mechanical vault? Massive, yes. Yeah, dwarves have been changed a lot. It was really funny because on one of my YouTube stream, guys, I was playing Eltharion, and then somebody commented on the YouTube stream. They were like, finally, we're going to get a stream without Battlesey doing his dwarf voice. Never mind. That was quite funny. Is Oxy or Snitch's Skirmish the best? I would say Oxyotl Skirmish is the best. I think the main thing to remember is Oxyotl Skirmish is, like, activated instantly, right? And that's one of the big things about it. I think the main difference there is that, like I said, it's activated instantaneously, which is what gives him significant amount of power. We could just raise this if we wanted to. Like, is there much point? Like, do you have anything? Yeah, he has literally nothing else. Let's just kill him. Like, it feels so good as Oxyotl, just jumping around the map, just killing things, just because. Like, I feel like Oxyotl is, like, kind of that on crack. Where he just jumps around everywhere, and you can just kill everything, and completely reform and influence everything. It's similar to Wood Elves, right? But Wood Elves can't do it as much as what Oxyotl can. Like, you can bounce around. Like, if I was playing a 2 versus 2 campaign, or a two-man campaign with a mate, I'd be like, bro, play Oxyotl. You know what I mean? Let's get some Oxyotl in there. Let's jump around the map and kill things together. Actually, is its dragon got renamed, Chucky? Yeah, I saw that. I was so excited to read the blog patch notes of Norsca, knowing that they're in there, and then all they did was rename something. So I guess if you want to consider that the new unit, sure. Thankfully, we obviously have the ability to skirmish on every skink. So I'm going to plop all my units right here. I honestly have no idea what they're going to do with Norsca. Because they've devalued Norsca so much to the point where, what is the blurring lines between Norsca and Warriors of Chaos within the game now? I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out for them to give Norsca warband recruitment. I think it's their own fault for blurring the lines too much, IMO. Unless you go like heavily into like Fimir stuff. I guess you could do that. Because one was a mistake. It's the Campaign Dragon. I think the I know that they, for the release of Warhammer 3, they a lot of units were added into the roster, right? For Cathay as well, because within the books, the roster books and things like that, there wasn't enough units to flesh out for a game. So I know prior to Warhammer 3's release, they increased, they added a lot of units in from Kislev and Cathay. Nice, so we're yoinking the towers so we're not getting shot at. I honestly believe these guys will just straight up smash them in melee as well. We need to get the red troops as well. Did Beastman get any roster changes too? Yes, Beastman got... it's one of the fun things. Most of the time, so Shadows of Change came through. They got Zangors, and they got the Cockatrices. That came to Beastman, right? And did they get the thing from below? Oh, the thing in the woods? Whatever it's called. I'm trying to remember what else Norsca got, Beastman got, because I feel like so many of the DLCs have cross-pollination. Like, a lot of the DLC has a lot of cross-pollination between other factions. They got it? Yeah. So, like, certain factions have insane amounts of cross-pollination between each other. And, oh, I wish I went Flock of Doom now. This is a juicer of a shot. Elemental Canate? That's the one, thank you. Yeah, there's a significant portion of crossover for it. Like, Zangors were a huge one. Especially for Zinch. So they were pretty nerfed. Oh, they got pretty nerfed, which was honestly needed. It was kind of shocking how good they were. Okay, the gunnery mob needs to be shut down. Let's try and get this gate down. Try and get this bad boy down. Although, with the additional range and the missile block chance and things like that, we should be okay. I actually like the changes for the docked. It's missile block chance and missile resistance now instead of just range. Good change, IMO. All we're trying to do is squeeze through here. I don't think I'm going to be able to push him back enough to take the capture point. Let's try and do that. Let's try and do this. As I'm massively struggling with the position they've done. I've got a really nice position. I think for some reason we're struggling to attack the actual gatehouse. I can't get through. I actually might just run around the other side and just climb through that way. Yep, that's what I'm doing. I've decided. One of those things where I have significant amounts of mobility. Might as well use it. I might as well use it. Although, yes, I'm kind of damning these guys here, but I can recruit rank 7s. I think it's completely worth it. The second that we open up the battlefield like this and force them to be split, like, we clearly struggled to try and do something to do with the gatehouse, so instead of doubling down on a bad idea, I've just decided to reposition. Because you got to remember, my skinks, look at this, 50 goddamn 4 speed is insane. Like, there is no way a faction like the Vampire Coasts will be able to maintain the speed that I have. Like, obviously Scurvy Dogs are a bit of a different situation, but they're not going to hold the line for very long. Let me move together on one side. New Slayers will catch me. Yeah, I definitely... The way that I describe Slayers now is they are cavalry, which fundamentally is unhealthy for the game. If you've got dwarves running at the pace of cavalry, probably not the best thing in the world. Let's move over here. Is there anyone we can get to climb the walls really quickly? Let's just tell everyone go on walls. Because there's a lot of real estate there that we can use. And then hopefully these guys will help protect each other. They're just fast for a dwarf, yeah. I can't imagine something more terrifying than a Slayer dwarf running at me, screaming, while running at the speed of, like, Flash. Does not sound like the vibes. Hopefully we can get the gatehouse. Because all my, all stuff like that are large, can't climb walls, so... Might as well use these lads. And like I said, they have basically 0 speed, so... Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Sneaking through. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So once we get the gatehouse, we can go through, and then we can start moving this way. Potentially all the way up that way. Basically looking to commit in a better... honestly, the second we deployed, we could have just rotated. Because the AI will always, always, always put their units where you are the strongest. Like, where you have the most spawns of power yourself. And with that in mind, I could have just legit instantly just moved around. Because this is one of the things that people don't do enough. Is abuse the fact that the AI has garbage speed. It is such an important factor when fighting these guys. Or fighting factions with low speed in sieges. If I tried to fight here, I would lose probably, right? I would slowly lose because I am playing into their victory condition of they have a zombie gunner here. They can put them on the walls or this bridge here. Shoot me across this way. They have 2 hanger lines here shooting across that way. Like, I'm basically saying to them, I will allow you to fight me in exactly how you want. And I don't want to do that, right? That does not sound good to me. So now by doing what we've done, we're about to capture the gatehouse. And I can start isolating them and looking for specific fights that are actually advantageous to us. Because we've blobbed up so much of their inventory that can actually, like, stop us from moving around. No, I don't know if we can actually deal with that. Good news is, obviously, it's just skinks that we're replacing anyway. We've taken the gatehouse, so now let's start moving in. And since we know that they've deployed everything on this side, I'm going to go ahead and move to the left. It's like, I don't see a need to play towards everything that they've got down this side. I mean, they've used a lot of ammunition, and the beautiful thing about skinks is obviously they have really solid missile resistance. I feel like Kameleon skinks have good missile resistance. Yeah, 40%. So 45% resistance against non-magical ranged shots. Seems pretty damn good. But still don't have his core minotaurs. Torque's crying out for them for sure. Yeah, Torque's definitely should have core minotaurs for sure. I mean, it's almost like if you didn't know the lore, would you be able to understand that Torque's is corn? You wouldn't, right? He has no real, like, determining identities that define him as Khorne in the game at the moment. Unless you knew the lore. Because he does undivided corruption. He doesn't do Khorne corruption, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I don't. I think there's things in his skill tree that define that obviously say he's Khorne, but yeah, you really wouldn't know he's Khorne unless you had the lore or had knowledge of the lore. Excuse me. Also, on Twitch's side, by the way, boys, ads are going to be kicking in about 30 seconds just to get rid of pre-roll ads. Brassian very angry. It's Khorne enough for me. Yeah, no, I mean for me, I like the way he plays. I'm generally a big fan of the way with how he plays. I mean, I'm happy with how this has transpired, so we'll just leave them to it. Let's go over here now. I'm going to run this way first. If I can take elevation using their own territory, let me just speed it up. Because all I need to do now is sacrifice a couple of units across this board over here. Get a few lads in here as well. All I'm going to do is play towards the victory condition of capping it now. Like, I have zero incentive actually fighting them traditionally. And that's one of the benefits of being so mobile, too. Very few factions have the capabilities of doing this. 83 speed to begin with is really nice on the suits. Go grab that as well. And I still can't believe rank 7 recruitment turn 3. Rank goddamn 7 recruitment turn 3, boys. It's a crazy. Go. It's good stuff. I mean, we've split them up a little bit here, but that's okay. I'm okay taking skirmish fights. Like, I have no issues with it. Ooh, we're gonna be a little bit careful here. But thankfully, they will struggle to get to us, just due to the relevant, due to all the random skirmish units we have. So what I could probably do is let's grab you two. And grab you here. And then you're the force that is going to be holding them back. Let's pull you back as well. You go wider there. Now, all you lads, let's go and capture this one. Look at that damage. Even just the skink cohorts just absolutely crushing. What I don't know is if... Ooh. Not a bad fireball. What I didn't know is if we had line of sight that would we wouldn't have skirmished. Or actually, we wouldn't have friendly fired there, but it looks like we're fine. God, that... Wow, Bonifac's large magical range hits is really nice. So we don't have to actually go for that. So we'll move back there. Now, we're gaining momentum, which is really nice as well. We're at the point now where I believe we have perfect vigor, or close to perfect vigor, because we're starting to cap things now. Like, it's one of the biggest things is you should always try and cap stuff where possible because of the momentum. Momentum is such an incredibly important factor. And vigor is a huge element of how well your units are going to perform. I just charged straight into there. Let's just get our butts straight into there. Nah, I think it's probably smarter for us to hold the line here, but should be fine. As we destroy that by capturing. And yeah, this is just the sad reality of how little speed they have. You know, they just don't have the speed to make up for the fact that they can be completely spread across the board. Feels bad, man. Feels big, sad man. Go. Nice. Alright. Yeah, El Clasico, just waiting for the cap, really, more than anything. I'm going to need to make sure to rush the red line tree. I honestly did not expect for me to get rank 7s. Wait, Wendy the Starved. Feels bad for Wendy. Yeah, I didn't expect to get rank 7s turn 3. That, I will admit, was not what I assumed would have happened. That was not on the cards, but I'm more than happy that it is. Your boy is more than happy that it is. Alright. I am going to loot and occupy that one because I need the replenishment. Wow, the Awaken is now deaded. Who else would I go into? I mean, we're never going to recruit sources. We're never going to recruit you. I guess Beast Driver, I don't hate the idea of. You know, getting Stegodons and Bastilons and things like that. That doesn't seem like a terrible idea. I just think Flock of Doom is going to be a really nice one, just in case I need that. I think it's better to be safe than sorry kind of situation, you know? So now we have an insanely goated army ready for Oxyotl there. I don't know how many units I'm going to actually need. Will I need 14? Because I'm going to be replacing... How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 12. And that'll do it. Wait, I need one more because I've got a hero in here. No, that should be fine. That should be fine. Can I jump back over? Or do I have to then jump over again? I mean, I wonder if it's worthwhile for me just to delay it, I guess. These are normal. These are destroying the settlements. Like, should you waste a turn traveling to get your army perfect? Is it worth wasting a turn to try and get your army perfect? I feel like, yeah. We'll do it. We'll do one. Now, in fairness, we could do... Oh, yeah, well, it'd be 2 turns, I suppose, technically, because we have to jump and then... Yeah, no, it's 1 turn. We'll do it. We'll do it. I actually think it's best. I honestly think it makes the most sense. Let's get rid of these lads. I should have merged these for sure. There you go. And then, how many do we still need? We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5. So let's grab 1 more, boys. We're more than 1 turn as is. It's one of those things where, yes, I could keep jumping around and killing everything, but I just want to have my army complete. Like, I don't think I need to, but it's just nice to, you know? It's nice to make sure that my army is the strongest I can make it. Should I just recruit straight into Oxyottl's army? Yes, I should, because otherwise I'm going to... I'm going to ruin the my movement for next turn, swapping it over. There we go. Honestly, I don't think the Skirmishing Stalker is worth it. It is so... I actually wonder if it's worthwhile me merging these guys and then just grab another one. Yeah, it probably is. It's such a strange thing that the skinks I got from turn 1 are straight up way, way, way worse. Or excuse me, the ones I started with are significantly worse in comparison to the ones that I'm now recruiting at turn 4. Can't complain. You can't complain. Of course, yeah, we can simulate the growth as well. Guys, in a perfect world, if you could influence and change one... Ooh, Blessing Instincts is huge. If you could influence and change one Legendary Lord, who would you change and why? This is so insane. Who would you want to change and why? Let's go Beast Driver, as we need to get towards Spawnkin as soon as possible, right here. Look at that. That is a beautiful army. Okay, let's jump over, and let's do normal. Should be fine. I think we need to raise the settlement, is that correct? Is the mission to raise the settlement? Raise or conquer the following. Oh, raise or conquer it. Okay, so I can take it if I want. Having loads of armies all around the world, loads of settlements in random places is so funny. How does Oxyotl even get there, by the way? Like, what is Oxyotl doing to get there? Like, how's a man traveling in turn 1? My dude is just zooping on over. Honestly, I think Wulfric should have something similar. He was given the Sea Fang for a reason. He was given the Sea Fang for a reason. Like, he legitimately should be able to do this. Like, he should be able to do exactly what Oxyotl should be able to do. Because in lore, he was like, I'm going to go beat everybody up to prove that I'm the greatest warrior. And then he was like, but I can't really get there very easily. Like, how am I going to actually get there? And I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. And that's where Sea Fang came around. So now, this is one of the reasons why I think he's so strong, Oxyotl in general, is how the easeability of piloting his army compositions are. Like, I think I could probably just put him in skirmish mode and then fast forward, and we wouldn't lose. Definitely would need to move over this way. It's ridiculous. It really is. Like, there is no real... I mean, range is obviously the only real thing that can stop you. Ooh, I gotta be really careful here. Let me actually pilot the army, because if I skirmish mode them like this, they just won't do what I need them to do. Because I need to be going aggressive, not defensive. One of the things you'll often find. You know, I need to take certain bad trades to eliminate threats. Like, there's certain threats, like cavalry, for example, skirmish cavalry especially, that will just take tons of damage otherwise. Pay a bit more attention to what's going on. As long as I'm continuously trying to be mobile here. I think normally splitting up how you're doing your army into 3 is normally a good idea. So then you can deal with multiple flanks at the same time. Yeah, I definitely think you probably if you're looking to like learn a bit of macro, I definitely think Oxyotl could teach you that. Let's now go aggressive with this side. Shoot into you now. So keep in mind, when you actually shoot, that's when you're significantly more accurate. I do feel like Oxyotl is the one campaign that I'd recommend to everybody to at least try once. I think Oxyotl's campaign is one that you kind of have to play at least once, for sure. I think there's very few factions that I feel like that, or very few Legendary Lords that I feel like that, but I honestly think, just the way that Oxyotl is, you have to at least play him once. You really do. We need to take the ammunition option as well. So we'll take money when possible on one of the Lord battles, or non-settlement battles we do. Is he my best Lisbon faction? That's an interesting question. What? The best Lisbon that I play? Interesting question. I don't really know. I've never really played, like, I've played a good amount of Lisbon, but I wouldn't consider myself, like, a very, like, experienced Lisbon player. I feel like, just to pick it, like, he's very easy to pilot, and, like, it seems very, very simple to play him. But it depends on the circumstance, right? If you put me in a multiplayer scenario, I may struggle. In campaign, I think he's just, like, super easy, and it just isn't difficult, but in retrospective to like Gorok, for example, I feel like Gorok overall is a little bit more powerful. Right, let's give these bad boys to the ones that are rank 7. Hey, Jana's good to see you, buddy. Let's go loot and occupy. Rally into Spawnkin. Replenish troops. You already know, son. Nice, we actually did get the Blessed Chameleon Skinks. God damn. Wait, what's different with the Blessed ones? As more ammunition. More ammo and more range. Interesting. I guess. Goodbye to these guys then. Welcome on in. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is an army. I guess you, is it scripted that you get the Blessed Chameleon Skinks when you do? As if it is scripted, then I wouldn't, yeah, you wouldn't need to, recruit units. If you can kind of guarantee you're going to get them. I don't really know what to do with you. As the only issue is, obviously, Skinks and stuff like that are reduced. Rewards are randomized, yeah. I guess we can try and do this. I'm doing well, Corvus. How are you, bud? I mean, we can get level 7s. Maybe we just go with a little bit more of a melee approach. I feel like Red Crested Skinks could probably go a bit hard here. I feel like... Would Red Crested Skinks be okay? I just feel like they're so goddamn squishy is the problem. Yeah, and the Stalkers are really strong. We do have some Blessaurus Warriors, so we may want to use them. Honestly, I love these guys. Refuse to Die is so cool. It's good that they've made it significantly more clear when it comes to Slayers. Yeah, I can't really do much there. Over all adjacent regions, that does seem pretty good. Recruitment reductions. Is there anything else that I'm missing here? Is there something that I'm missing here that I probably should recruit? No, I don't think so. Let me turn around. Let me just jump into the settlement so I get bonus replenishment as well. As I can't jump around with this guy, but I can start moving to the east and taking all the settlements down here. We do have the Awakened. We didn't take Zalax though. I'm gonna need to murder Ungrol, which we'll do eventually next turn. Nice. Bush. It's totally ironic. I feel like Oxyotl is incredibly powerful early game. Like, I feel like him in general, there's very few factions that can facilitate what he can do. So I don't see the irony in it. Quick, we need a head-taking mechanic for him. I would agree. Changes is more broken. Yeah, I feel like anytime you compare the changes to literally anything else, it's just unfair. Because the way that the changeling works is very unique, right? He's an exceptional edge case to everything else. Like I'm pretty sure you literally cannot lose his campaign, right? Trouble here. Where are we? Where did I teleport? Wait, where did Oxyotl go? Oh, it didn't. Wait, what? Oh, it didn't actually teleport me. It bugged. There we go. Oh yeah, your Winds of Magic is so trash. Evan should just play Imric too. Yeah, Imric is very good. Oh my goodness, that is disgusting. A choke point map as well. Hello. Isn't getting that part of Wolfric's punishment for running his mouth. Tubashi, valid point, yeah. I mean, and if I'm not mistaken, Wolfric was blessed with a silver tongue, where he can perfectly speak any language as long as he's insulting them or challenging them to a battle. Yeah, Wolfric has the capabilities of speaking any language perfectly. But only in the context of insults and challenging them. Yeah, it's kind of wild choke point maps like this. Go. I feel like you should almost start in the Master Predator stance. I almost feel like I would probably never not use it. Ooh, what's that? Slow death. Who's got that? Oh, you. Seems pretty damn good. Let's let him come forth. Yeah, I'm finding hard opportunities to utilize everything else here. Let's see. Nice cheeky little Flock of Doom. Play the skirmish game. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the slow death one. I wonder if slow death is not a damage value from a perspective of it doesn't matter if they're armored or not, or resistances don't matter either. As I know spells like Spirit Leech and stuff like that, I don't think has massive impacts of... like the damage value is not physical, it's obviously magical, so... Certain times, depends if this one's actually magical, or the way the damage is working. I imagine it probably works similar to the way Skarsnik's Death Dew stuff works. I would assume. Go. I break off. Yeah, we can just break away from this side. These poor beastmen, man. Oh my god, we're absolutely lasering. That's not even Oxyotl hitting him here. That wasn't even Oxyotl landing hits. 800 missile strength. 150 bonus versus large. Jesus. I don't think we fire while moving though, do we? Yeah, no. Oracle Skink doesn't fire while moving, which is... thank goodness. Yeah, the Oracle seems insane. Starting off with an Oracle is really nice. Are these the troglodytes, or what they're called? Troglodons? I think that's a Troglodon he's on? Obviously, they're absolutely bonkers. Yeah, the skirmishing power is insanely real for the skinks here. The skirmishing power do be real. Yeah. I honestly don't think there's many armies that can deal with Oxyotl early game. Like, Can you guys name me a faction that has the strength that Oxyotl has by turn 10? Is there anybody that can actually take down Oxyotl's army early game? I'd argue probably no. I can't think of a single faction that would physically be able to contest Oxyotl's skink army turn 5. Rank 7s as well. Vachana? That's not a Legend of the Lord though. Vachana's Conquest, you mean? The rogue army. That's not a real lord. Ah shoot, we needed to build Time against Hero Stack army? He only gets 1 by turn 10, no? How many does he get? As far as I'm aware, I wasn't certain he got that many to begin with, like by turn 10. Maybe Gelt's wizards. How long would Gelt take to get online though? But early leveled wizards aren't that strong. And by turn 10, I don't think you would have the ability to use all the the cataclysm spells and things like that as well, because you wouldn't have enough tomes. Health. I'm almost certain Needling is where the changeling has put his cult. Ooh, I could make this into a settlement and trade it to Vlad for the sake of it. I finished all my quests. I have finished my quests. Ah, shoot. Rebellion's happening in Awakening. I mean, probably go figures because of all the corruption and whatnot. Oh, a tough Taurus goes hard here. Ah, damn. If they siege straight away, we should be okay. I don't really see much value in recruiting some of these. Let me demolish that and see the other options. Better guy with the Ghost Ancestors? It's a good point, but I feel like the problem the dwarves have is being kited, and that's exactly what Oxyotl's good at. Skybrand doubles the victory by turn 8. Yeah, but in doing so, you're completely going away from Oxyotl. And I guess it purely depends. Because if you're putting them against each other, right? And by turn 8, you have to have a lot of RNG. I'm almost certain, depending on the route paths and depending on a lot of things, it's not guaranteed. Like I've considered the Emperor to turn 10s in. Yeah. Nice. Wait, I have no other quests? When do I unlock quests? I'm suffering from success here, lads. I think I'm suffering from success a wee bit here. Instantly travel to the location. I am curious to see how much Sterling would give me for the for needling. Wow, you give me 3 grand for a ruin? I like that. Alright then. All yours. No! I can't... Oh, I'm an idiot. I can't reach now. By owning the settlement, I gain so much more movement. Bugger. That's big L on my end. Yeah, I gained so much additional movement speed. God dang it. What's the rebellion like? I actually would be intrigued to see if this is winnable. Yeah, I was going to say. Vampire Coast auto-resolve is an absolute joke. Hanok. You, my friend, are tasked with a difficult situation where you've got to go murder a ton of Zinchian stuff and then Slaanesh as well. And then eventually more Zinchian. And then probably elves. Because it's always good to kill elves. Right, so we did do this. So we can buff our armies up. Wow, summon Chameleon Stalkers, wow. So yeah, if you're in desperate need of defense, Sodic Sanctum is really nice. This has got you. 25% chance a Sanctum patrol will ambush enemy armies in the local region. That is really good, as far as I remember. Like, it's just an easy way of, like, massively hindering them in quick succession. Although, normally these are... Yeah, maybe it's just a great way of just having the ability to shut them down where possible. Give me 1 second, boys. Apologies, I'm going to have to make sure my dog is okay. 1 sec, just going to check my pupper. My apologies for that. Right. Wait, I still don't have any quests. Oh, mate, this is the infinite money glitch. Infinite money hack. This guy's just letting us yoink this again. Infinite money hack. Wait, how much is Sterling going to give you again? Wait, how much would Sterling give me this now? Give me the same amount of money. And look, that's kind of funny. Let me keep it for now because I'm going to need it to attack the other settlement. So I'm pretty sure by default, by being in a settlement, I'm way faster. Or I can move way quicker. Here we go. Snipe for the Chameleon Skinks is going to be big. Anything in our stack versus Oxyotl Skirmish stack. Let's go. It's such a good question. Like, guys, remind me. Is Elithar's range stack for Skirmish? Is it Snipe? Hey, Scott, good to see you, buddy. Does Elithar's guys have Snipe? Shoot, I should have recruited earlier because now I've not got increased recruit ranks. I can't remember if the Elithar has Snipe on his boys. As you would assume. Oxyotl may win that because of the missile resistance. Plus, I think he would beat them in melee. I actually don't know. It'd be interesting to see. No snipe, only stalk. So technically, if Oxyotl pays attention, he could put his units in a position where he could snipe them. Oxy for Real's on the faction that can do the 5xG champ campaign. I would agree. I think he's the reason why Oxyotl is so powerful in that respect is because of the sheer amount of skirmish. In any situation when you've got significant cheats against your enemy, if you can avoid fighting them in any way, shape, or form, obviously it's advantageous, right? He can summon the Sorkers? Oh, really nice. Hey, Salad. He can bench Oxy with the 100% success assassins there. You can't assassinate Legendary Lords, can you? Nice, we've got more visions. Pog. I know in Warhammer 2 you could, but I don't think you can in 3 now. Right, easy, easy, and easy. Guys, who do you guys think I am? You can, but it's just wound? I thought you could only attack heroes. Or wound heroes. Small diplomacy with Lizardman. Sure. Let's go do this one. Oh, go beat Norsca up. Hell yeah. And this is just to yoink Razor Conquer. Let me just conquer it, boys. Why not? Man, being an absolute nuisance is amazing. Unseasoned Campaigner, that's... Perfect Vigor is huge. When are they going to get difficult? Like, 100%, without a shadow of doubt, I could kill tier 5 armies right now. Not even kidding. If you put me against tier 5 armies, I'd be absolutely fine. Like an entire army of... Maybe not Chosens. Aspiring Champion Doomstack would be impossible to beat, but as long as it's relative to the tech that's available here as well. You want to trade this back? Because... I mean, infinite money hack. I can trade this back and then just grab it in a second.
Only Sigma's god Ulrich can judge it worthy or no.
What's your economy like? Very weak. Okay, so we can't squeeze more out of you. Oh, we can build another sanctum. I don't think I need to yet. I just want another army. It's my biggest qualm right now. Wait, they don't have enough corruption here. Wait, why am I not taking attrition? Wait, are we immune to attrition? Wait, is Oxyotl immune to attrition? Love this campaign, boy. Yeah. Wait, all of his lords is immune to attrition. I'm not using... I don't think I have a right, do I? We're immune to chaos. That is insane. Wait, why don't... Oh my god, I've got an idea. Boys, I've got an idea. We're going to spawn an army by Trollfjord and then control all of the land in Norsca then. Not bad, eh, boys? Not bad. Still don't need to do this because I don't think I'm going to fight anybody that's going to be that difficult. Foundry of Burton is going to get a rebellion. Ooh, it already has a rebellion here, it seems. Abandon, I guess? Cheeky angle of abandon. Although I think the rebellion may attack me before I get a chance. Oh, we can do our quest battle. Actually, do you know what, boys? Let me do the quest battle real quick. Let me do the quest battle real quick. Teleport. I'm ambushing them as well. Yikes. Frozen and mounted attrition. Yeah, it makes sense. That's because Lethan now gets legendary lords as assassin targets. Honestly, if I'm going to be 100% honest, Elithanar is one of the factions, one of the lords that I've played probably the least. I think Elithanar of everybody I've probably played the least. Nah, that's a lie. That's a lie. What's her name? Crone Hellebron, whatever she's called. That's who I played the least, 100%. It's like, why would you ever play her when you can play Malekith? Like, if I'm playing a Dark Elf, I'm playing buy 3, get 1 free, you know what I mean? Crone Hellebron? Exactly. Exactly. Thanks for the follow, man. You took the words right out of mouth. Wait, I can't Vanguard on him? Oh, but it's basically Vanguard because it's ambush, right? So, here's one thing people do that I would never recommend. Chat, be honest with me. Guys, be honest with me. In this situation where I have multiple range units like this, Do you think it's better to completely surround them? Or do you think it's better to consolidate your forces and attack only on one point? Because the answer is, for me personally, always stack. Do not spread yourself too thin. Spreading yourself too thin is basically giving the opposition advantages that you shouldn't be giving them. Whereas if you spread yourself thin, you're reducing your ability to do damage, right? If I'm completely focusing firing on these specific units that are actually really strong, what's the rest of the army going to do? They're near enough going to do nothing. Because I'm taking out I'm killing threats instantaneously. Because if you look at this, all I got to do here is go like this, move up a little bit. Then we go to here again, we move up a little bit. And you'll see very quickly, we're going to wipe the army out from within. And this is one of the very bespoke things to Oxyotl specifically, is the kiting game is real. And you can use stuff like Oxy. Honestly, I really wish his Master Predator stance was defaulted, excuse me. Like, I'm not going to skirmish mode them, but I'm going to focus fire here. I'm going to focus on you. I actually think this giant is going to get one shot real quick. Alright, never mind. The damage is significantly weaker than I thought. But by spreading all my units around, I would have, in actual fact, made myself significantly weaker. Let me get 2 rotations here as well. Anytime there's range units, I have to focus fire them. Let's pull back around. Let's pull back around again here. Because I actually do think that I can near enough outrange them. We're spreading the damage that is akin to the Globaliers. That's a Feral Mammoth, I believe. Which is good. Has limited armor. Let's pull back around. That's it. Beautiful. And that's a Flock of Doom angle if I've seen one. And look, I think because we're poisoning him, we're probably faster. Imagine being faster than a mammoth. Lamau. Okay, we don't actually have to engage into fight. Anytime you're engaging in melee, you're doing something wrong, IMO. You don't want to be doing that. Fall back around. It's like a core concept of what I always try and teach. You never want to put yourself in a situation where you're reducing your numbers, because if you're able to consolidate your forces and attack in one direction, I can guarantee near enough 9 times out of 10 it'll be beneficial. There are very, very few circumstances where I feel like it makes sense to reduce your numbers. For example, if it's like an entire army of like range units, for example, and you just win out everywhere anyway. But typically speaking, you want to make sure that you're playing towards this as well, because in this situation when it's range units like this, you can see I'm running towards them, they're running away, because the AI is defaulted to skirmish mode. It's one of the other reasons why it's insanely useful. But yeah, it definitely feels counterintuitive, I won't lie. It definitely feels counterintuitive to the point of an ambush. Like, you'd assume it's like, oh, I'm ambushing them. It makes sense for me to cover all of the units and kill them like that. Because I can fully understand that. That makes so much sense. But in reality, due to the way that the damage and the way that things work in the game, that's often not the reality, because it's very hard to actually, kill a lot of things at once. Really is. You want schemes? I'll give you schemes. When Tammy defeat trait was still broken, and my first mission was to kill Tammy. Nice. You farmed Tamakan till turn 12 or something like that? Yeah, Jesus. I never played Dark Elves since Warhammer 1 until a couple months ago. Man, it was so good. Yeah, Dark Elves are actually really decent now. Now that they've fixed the bloody million turn end turn thing. Which is good. Shades suck? Depends. I think shades are really good. It just depends on how you use them. Shades suck in melee. It just depends on how they're used. Wow, unlock Skink Oracle all provinces. That's pretty good. Greatly reduced chance of being detected while an ambush stands. Oh my god, I wonder if this would help us understand as to how the actual calculation works. Wow, 50% ammunition? God damn. God damn. Cool, never can back up. Fox is below pipe. Jacob, I believe so. Also, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And really, it's one of those things where the reason why dark shards are potentially better in your eyes is how to use them is simplified, right? Like, you can sit there and shoot conventionally as a range unit, whereas shades require a lot of love and attention. You've got to make sure that you're consistently moving and consistently doing things with shades, because the entire point of them isn't to out-duel something, it's to outshoot them, right? As a shade, specifically, what I'm looking for is to basically not actually fight a fair fight. I'm shooting you from behind. I'm making sure to utilize Fog of War. I'm making sure that you can't fire back at me. And due to the way that shades do damage, obviously it's duplicated. So they kill things very quickly. It's the reason why, in multiplayer specifically, you will often find very high-tier players will bring exceptionally late-game... Well, excuse me, they'll bring a lot of shades against dwarves, for example, because they can play that skirmish game. They fixed it last patch, so I was thought it was intended, yeah. Classic Oxyotl campaign in 9 turns, your presence in 3 different continents, I know, right? Is this the Warp Zone Cup? No, it isn't, Seagulls, but I will be commentating in the Warp Zone Cup later today. It starts in 3 hours, my friend. Human Boy was kind enough to let me commentate with him, and that'll be happening in 3 hours. That'll be happening in 3 hours. Honestly, this is potentially winnable, but it depends on the Lord's RNGs for CBA. I'm in the first game, just trolling you. Oh, Seagulls! Dude, I recognize the name, yeah. Who did you beat? Yeah, I think I remember your matches. It wasn't Sir Grut you beat, was it? Can't remember. I was watching Human Boy's stream for it. It was, yeah. I watched the games. It was really well played. Because Sir Grut competed in one of the tournaments I did before, and he played exceptionally well. Do I go and murder him? Nah, I should probably just keep jumping around. Oh, this random Soneshi army. Wait, dude, this is a terrible... I could get Foundry of Bones back. Pog! Let's go. It is funny that you can get settlements from all around the world. It is kind of mad. It's, that is like... I have 28k. Hold on, guys, hold on. Do I put a Sanctuary here? If I put a Sanctuary here, I can probably get a ton of units here. Yeah, screw it, let me do that. If I do that, and then I do this, and then I do... It's not army in the region. I don't care about the region army. We're looking for... Sanctum Patrol, I guess, would help us as well. Ox makes bank so fast. Yeah, it does seem mental. It's almost like it's begging me to take loads of, like get loads of money. I'm not even actively trying. It's just giving me it, just throwing it at me, you know. Let's go increase reserves. Piercing shots? Nah. Yeah, why not? Normally I like to go survivability. Wait, isn't it 4 then jungle toxin? It is, yeah. Might as well do that. And the last one is over here. The Base of Decay, you say? Ah. Tamakan. Might want to go murder Tamakan a bit, then. Oh no, his trade's been nerfed, hasn't it? Do you guys think it's even worth it? Like, he's definitely not worth farming anymore, is he? Oh, I should have recruited tier 7 too. When I had the chance to, I should have recruited tons of tier 7 units. He's not? Yeah, it sucks that his trait is so bad now. Let's get this built up, and then we can start recruiting really good units over here as well. Which means, in my main settlement, we need to look for better recruitment. Once you got that bad boy up there, I mean, a bunch of Croxigors, you can't go wrong with, really, can you? I feel like this campaign could become a bit of a headache very quickly, though. Needling's been taken again. Give me another quest so I can come down here. It'd be brilliant. And have a good time, Joaquin. Take care of yourself, lad. Dark Sides of the Shields are easy to use. I mean, Dark Sides are arguably the best range unit in the game. Or one of the best range unit early game. I do not believe there's not many range units that can do the level of DPS they can. How different... Oh, sorry, PPK. How different is this from Eshin battle style? Very similar. Very, very similar. As long as obviously you're using the skirmish units. The fundamentals is very similar, but the difference between Oxyotl and Eshin is that you can't make as many mistakes as Eshin. Oxyotl has a lot more room to make mistakes because of how powerful they are in melee. And they're a lot stronger in general. Wait, I've got Croak. My god. Oxyotl is insane, dude. This is crazy. Let's jump over to over here. Murder these dudes. Yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. Don't occupy. Should we go get Croaky, shall we, boys? I wasn't sure if the ammo count was similar as well. No, Skaven have very limited ammunition comparison. You have way more ammo as Oxyotl. I think we will have 36, and the blessed ones will have like 44, 42. Yeah, you got way more ammunition as Oxyotl. So is Fredo, yeah. Eshin's basically the budget Oxyotl, fundamentally. But saying that, Oxyotl has limited capabilities of armor piercing. But he gets quite a lot of AP eventually. Goes almost 50, yeah, it's crazy, right?
Lord Croak will be an invaluable ally in the fulfillment of...
But Seagulls, best luck in your game today. I'm looking forward to watching it. Best luck in your game today, buddy.
While Croak's force field provides him with some protection, the awakening process leaves him vulnerable to attack. It is
imperative you defend him until he is fully risen from his slumber. Alright. Alrighty then. Power of love and friendship. That's the way to do it, Chief. Are we expecting any meme builds today, Seagulls? You gotta do it for the boys. You gotta do it for the boys. Couple meme builds for the boys? Question mark. Alright, let's separate them out as much as we can and just set up a bit of a firing box here. A non-committal firing box. So I need to make sure that I'm actually going towards the back of the map here so I can kill their high-tier units very quickly. ODM is more of power, love, and friendship. In fact, I do love the ODM. ODM boys. Let's take these guys out. Let's pull it back again. Let's keep moving back as well. Oh, is this just a permanent use case? Fuck 2 spit on that thing. I still can't believe, like, didn't the Hawk 2 girl, she went viral, and then literally quit her job, moved to LA, and is, like, trying to become an influencer now. Like, I respect it, though. I'm not gonna lie. But the thing that I don't get is, when she's getting hired to, like, go to clubs and stuff, what's she saying? Like, what is she there doing? She got fired? Did she? That would make sense. Yeah, it seems so wild. What would be an awesome thumbnail, Olaf? Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Yeah, these are the. That's what we're waiting for. That's fun. I mean, in fairness, if I went viral for doing that, I think one of the things is she took too long. Hey, Skarsnik. Oh, you've got our fellow schemes enjoyer, Skarsnik. Shiro is a big fan of you. You have a big fan in chat of Skarsnik. He's a big schemes fan. So make sure to say hello to one of your number one fan. Oh, gutter runners are disgustingly strong, man. I'm just gonna send him into melee. I honestly think the smartest thing for me to do is just go melee. 100%. Smartest thing to do is engage in melee right now. Because it's not like I'm bad in melee. Like, I'm actually very goddamn good in melee. Yeah, hey, look, because of skirmish. So we're gonna need to do this. Yeah, move back. Nice. Smartest thing to do now. Everyone pull out this way. Guys, what's some TV series? Oxyotl kind of things on some graded demon. That would be solid. I'd agree. What kind of TV series you boys watching? What kind of TV series? Anyone got any recommendations of TV series to watch? I've been watching The House of Dragon, which is pretty solid. But it's very weird to me how it skips in the future a lot. There's the only weird thing about it. Oh, season 4. Yeah, no spoilers. There's a new episode, I think, yesterday. Or the day before. I need to finish watching that. Wait, where's all the artillery? I swear they bring in artillery. Is that a third wave that they bring in? Is it a third wave that they bring in? You're not spoiled? Good. Good. Yeah. I mean, I have enough damage with my with the boys here anyway, so it should be fine. It was good if you're into sci-fi. Love me some sci-fi. I feel like there's just so much good TV out there. It's hard to know which is what to watch, you know. There's Clan Scry stuff. Ooh, interesting. But I still have so much ammunition, it's crazy. This should be firing still, right? Yeah, we're fine. I honestly think I can probably just contest them in melee. The only thing I have to concern myself with is when they're shooting me with ranged. Oh wow, these gutter runners have done a number on us here. Yeah, here we go. This is, I think if I'm not mistaken... this is where the range stuff is. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm waiting for. I got too weak. I'm too weak. Hopefully they'll leave and abandon thingies. I'm gonna go melee on the backline here and just keep on kiting this side. Let's go over this way. Croaky, my boy, I'm in need of your help. Croak is so goddamn fun though. From a Winds of Magic perspective, I don't think there's anything more satisfying than Croak. Like, can you guys name a better spellcaster than Croak? challenge impossible. There is nothing more satisfying than one-shotting, like, a bazillion rats. There really isn't many more things more satisfying than that. Moving towards the back side of it, trying to assassinate these guys. Oh, they've completely opened themselves up here. We're making a mockery of them real quick. Absolutely making a mock. Oh, shoot, the Doom Wheel's coming back though. Absolutely making a mockery of them. Get in here. I think the Doom Wheel's clear us though. I unfortunately do think they clear us. Is this good at single target? Yeah, single combatant. Let's see if it's good or not. Holy moly, that's actually kind of slapped. Oh shoot, I'm almost losing a rank 8 there. Oh no, if they tear out my backline units here, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'm actually in a lot of trouble. Oh, never mind, Croaky. Your boy Croak is coming in with the Temple Guards. You already know, son. I've got 3 units just vibing over here. Get back in there, you buggers. Are you terror? No, you're just fear. That's fine. So maintain some of your army on the field to keep Lord Croak safe. Roger that one, Captain. Alright, look to Kite. Where's Croak anyway? Alright, Croak is here. Hey, Delathina. Welcome in. Alright, as long as Croak is kind of relatively far behind, we should be okay. But unfortunately, these guys got absolutely smoked. Clearly, I forgot how many units they have. I evidently forgot that they have way more units than I thought. I think killing the Lord's going to be a good way of getting a bit of a helping hand here. I feel like this guy is useless. This battle's no jokes, man. I should have just played towards fighting traditionally. Gotta run. I gotta run, otherwise I'm getting smoked out. What I meant by that is just like play front to back. I overcomplicated things by trying to fight too many things at once. I'll put my hands up. It's always more Skaven than you thought. Yeah, it really is. I'll put my hand up and say that I didn't expect this many Skaven. I just remember that there's only a couple backline units that are like the jails and stuff like that, but there's so much more. Have they buffed it fairly recently? Did they buff it or anything? I love that he gets on top of the blowpipe. That damage is kind of nutty, no? As long as I'm around where Croak is, we should be okay. I can heal him as well, right? Obviously, we got that available to us. Let's take advantage of the fact that we've got this. We've got a lot of missile resistance, so we can tank the majority of the hits. Even if it's magical hits, it should be fine. Hey, it's going well. Noah, how are you, bud? Well. There we go, Lord down. Roger Dodger 319, the Lord has been killed. Alright, so that's one of them being killed. Wipe those Giselles off. Let's go for the Rattling Gunners. Although I'm worried for the... Charging into Rattling Gunners never seems a good idea. Doesn't seem like the smartest game move I've ever had, but we'll see. Scarcity would scheme this fight with any losses. Scarstick in the chat, would you? Scarstick, do you think you could have schemed this one without losses? We've got, here at the Battlesey stream, we have a direct tap into the mind of Skarsnik. And yes, apparently. Makes sense. Oh, shoot. I have to be really careful here. God! Jesus. Dear God. I need to sneak through this way. Thankfully, we can deal with a lot of the running gunners from behind now. We'll move up this way as well. We can just take pop shots into here if we can. I need to just run at them. They are terrible in melee. They would be... Oh shoot, Croak's getting beaten up. I don't think it matters too much. Croak is not that bad in melee. And we should be able to trickle him down enough to kill. Because we're on top of the weapon seams now, which is what we needed. How nervous am I? No, I'm not nervous at all yet. I mean, there's a reasonable chance that this golden blowpipe friendly fires, but let's hope not. Oh yeah, long range is not very good. Since it's 3 projectiles at once, not ideal. Man, but getting Croak in his army is going to feel good though. Getting Croakers in this army is going to be good. Was an absolute bloodbath though. Bit of a bloodbath, eh, folks? But we got Croaky. We've got our boy Croaky. Yeah, all I had to do was just fight with everybody at the same time. Like, you can still... Like, I've got tons of ammunition still. I just try to split up my army too much, honestly. That's on me. That's on me. Croak doesn't stalk. I don't think that matters too much. And the other reason I say that is because... Let's say the AI can see a Lord, right? And if they can see... Excuse me. If the AI can see Croak, what they're going to do? They're going to run towards him, right? Which then means I can move all of my skirmishers around him, and he can blow them up with magic while they're all being shot by about a bazillion poison darts. So, doesn't seem too bad, right? Well, we actually didn't lose any of them either. That's huge. That is very big. I honestly think Croak has more value in a secondary army, though. Hey, Skashman. It's a shame he spawns next to Oxyotl, because I honestly think I'd rather have him in a secondary army. I really do think it probably makes more sense to be for him to be in another army, but... There's these guys. Oh, what did I upgrade? Oh, I think I did replenish troops, but we don't need that. I don't think I can jump around again. No, I can't. So let's go ahead and take you out again. Training. Next turn, we'll give you training. And the Long Revenge. And then finally, we've got Spawnkin. Big. And stand your ground. Let us go with the telepathic connection. And let's go ahead and go with... Wild Hat. Honestly, I don't think Overcasted Flock of Doom never really makes sense to use. And the reason I say that is that... Hold on, let me do Bomb Split and then... That's troops. The reason I say that is because I just don't think it has enough value. And as well, you got to keep in mind that with when we, as well, additionally, We obviously, like I said, we don't want to overlap traits. Especially with Life Bloom as a passive. Yeah, exactly. Because the overall DPS you do with Flock of Doom, Overcast only doubles the time of it, right? But it increases the cooldown by so much. Does it also increase the cast range? Yeah, honestly, very valid point. But one of the things, if you're in a situation, right, where you're using Flock of Doom and you're overcasting it, the only circumstances that I would see value in that is if things are really, 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 really stacked up. But you got to keep in mind, if you can close the distance like relatively quickly, you'll most likely gain more value from just single casting it, because otherwise you're going to have to wait a long time. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting a significant amount of time to cast again. And the value from Flock of Doom is continuous casts, right? The main value propositions you'll gain from the spell is doing more damage. Well, excuse me, doing a lot of AoE damage. And you got to remember, in that circumstance, I need to cast, 3-4 times until I can kill entities, because you got to remember it kills entities very slowly. It does a lot of damage, but it kills entities slowly because it spreads the damage really evenly across everything. And in that context, if I overcast it, the duration's longer, which means that obviously it takes longer to go back and cooldown. And then additionally to that, damn it, I was supposed to recruit another army here, wasn't I? Ooh, that's actually a really good army. Without magic, this might be hard. Especially since Forsaken, like, basically counter Stalkers. That is a really, really good army. Give it a go. And I'll look at the cooldown increase. The cooldown increase is significant. Yeah, I almost never overcast Flock of Doom. I never think it's worth it. I guess another circumstance is if you are at the point where there's a threshold where you know one cast that's overcasted will kill everything, then it's worth it, I guess. But you basically sacrifice the long-term DPS from it to achieve very quick succession damage, right? And more times than not, it's not worth it. Right, I'm going to look for isolations here. I'm going to try and isolate what I can. Oh, hold on. Poppy wants to say hello as well. Hey, baby. Oh. Alright, everyone say hi to the puppy. Oh, I know. Love you too, darling. Love you too. Alright, so what we doing, boys? Gonna want to move you up. I know, love you too. Clearly, smell very tasty today. Am I tasty? This is an okay fight. Yeah, I don't think Forsaken and normal Marauders do very well against me. So that's why I'm happy to take that skirmish. Let me lock this bad boy. And we just go in. Oh my god, we just lost so many troops. How did that happen? Am I doomed? How did we lose so many of them so quickly? The wizard? It wasn't the wizard. I don't think. Oh, was it a pink Blue Fire Zinch? Yeah, it might have been a Blue Fire Zinch. Good point. Yeah. Damn it. I should have gone red crested skinks. I knew I should have done. Should have gone bloody red crested skinks, boys. God, even the Zangors are so good against me. I mean, we've gone for a straight-up brawl fight, and we don't win these, so it was my bad, honestly. I mean, the skink stat line are insanely good. Oh, really nice cast. Wow. Wow. Really, really, really nice cast by the AI there. I really need to push through these guys to deal with the Soul Grinder. Oh, the Soul Grinders are actually relatively strong. I mean, at least they're not shooting me. All the mortal units will be easy to kill. I knew this would be a really decent skirmish for us. Wow, 19 melee attack. That is so insanely bad. Jesus. Let's try and move you around and then look for the flanks, because we're going to just try and play off their leadership a little bit here. Wait, if the Soul Grinder comes in melee, if the Soul Grinder starts to shoot me, look at that reposition. That was insane. Is the AI cracked or what? As you're a thingy, so we can actually probably murder you. Let's just play towards the victim condition still. Yeah, that's a targeted. So Oxyotl has obviously the upgraded variant. Makes sense. This dude's gonna be hella squishy, so let's try and murder him. When the new deal is dropping, I'd imagine probably. I would hope October, November. Like September, October, potentially. We'll have to wait and see, though. As who knows, in truth. As I think, as long as they do the quality assurance that they did for Thrones of Decay, we're going to be aight. Time to visit Elder Ring. I was playing it recently, and I managed to two-shot one of the bosses. I was right happy. Like, I'm not a big Elden Ring guy, and I managed to, in 2 attempts, I killed Margaret, I think it was called. I was pretty happy about that. Very nice. We're finally actually getting the kills around here. I knew in isolation we'd win. I knew in the isolation we'd be fine. Go. I can't recall if Rampage, does it even do anything bad? No. Sometimes, like, previously I believe Rampage gave you, like, physical resistance and stuff. Dude, some of these casts with AI are really, really good. Fair play to them. Alright, now, so that's the terror routes we're looking for. And now, I'm going to go munch on the Soul Grinder, I think. Because Zangors and whatnot, once these guys terror out, we're going straight for the mage. Ah, here we go. This is what I was avoiding. Let me run straight to you. I'm going to run these guys into the Soul Grinders to stop the Soul Grinders from shooting me. As the Soul Grinder has insane bonuses as large that I have to avoid taking damage from. So let's just try and get in the meat grinder here a little bit. Great damage there. Let's chase these boys off as well. You guys move up. Actually, I'm more inclined to keep you back, because I don't want to lose you. I don't think they're critical for this to be for us to win this. I mean, Skink's low-key holding the line. I ideally want my lord killing their lord. I think my dad beats up your dad kind of situation, you know? My dad will beat your dad up, 100%. As we've got bonuses as inventory. And you're more than welcome, my friend. Thank you for watching. Me Petu Torushka. Appreciate you watching, bud. My dad works at Nintendo. Well, my dad works at Microsoft, and I'm going to ban you off Xbox Live. I would be very scared. I'm not going to lie, when I was younger, I pulled that line out. I remember, like, I was like 11 years old, and I was being made fun of for having a squeaky voice. And I said that my dad works at Microsoft and he's going to ban him off Xbox Live. And he was like terrified that like my dad actually was like Bill Gates or something. And it was such a weird experience to be like 11 years old and like some like 20-year-olds like begging you to not ban him. Imagine mother about time off. What's this one? I wasn't able to speak to the boss yet, Mum. I'll do it Monday. In fairness, if you just book it in, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. If you just say that I can go, it'll be fine. I'm almost certain. Nice, all we gotta do is now surround. Hi, Mum. Yeah, that is actually my mum in the chat. Mumblesy is such a good name. Mumblesy is such a goated name. I'm surprised. I'm happy we won this one. Our units held the line a lot better than I thought they would. It might be worth cycle charging with the Bastilons because their melee attack is pretty trash to begin with, and it'll probably give them a really good chance of actually hitting. I think we moved away. I just thought our follower was really into roleplay. Yeah. Nah, that's my actual mum. Like, it's funny because Mum, you know that when a lot of the times, if you're watching EastEnders or Coronation Street, no, you don't watch one of them. I can't remember which one is the one. You don't watch either one. You told me off for that last time. Like during the breaks, you'd always say hello. Those TV programs, which is always funny. I'd look at the clock and it's like, yep, EastEnders is the clock. Playing the other Ring just a sec ago. Anyone else playing the DLC? Probably quite a lot. You don't watch EastEnders? Yeah, you watch Coronation Street, don't you? You stop watching EastEnders. You stop watching Coronation Street. Good old British soaps, eh? Also, very happy we won this one. You gotta lock in, Mum. You know that. You gotta lock in. We're in your game. You gotta lock in. Oh, that was a really good win. Potion of Healing goes hard too. Now means we can pretty much take all the settlements. Really like the name Mumblesy. Yeah, me too. Me too. I think it's a dope name. Bye for now, Mum. Take care of yourself. Thanks for hanging out. Can you guys say goodbye to my mum? Would you guys do me a favour and say bye to me mum? Say bye to Mumblesy. Potion of Healing. Nice. Training. Do I lose it? No, I don't. Get loot and occupy. Go. What else am I looking for here? Flock of Doom, I guess? Bottomless Quiver until we get Slippy, and then the Veritza. Yeah, once Croak gets like level 5 to 7, he just becomes unbelievably strong. I mean, he already is unbelievably strong, but he becomes even more so. Wow, that win was without any of the Zinchian any of the buffs towards my units. That's crazy. I gotta fight it so I don't lose units. Your boy's gonna fight it so I don't lose any units. Did Oxyotl get wounded? No. Oxy's fine. Oxyotl's absolutely fine. I'm just using this guy as a secondary army. I can afford another army, so I was like, I'm at as well. you know? Literally could afford another one, so I was like, why not, eh? Why not? I honestly think I could probably just run at them here. I'd be very surprised if I couldn't. Now we're gaming. Lock it in, run at them. Now we're gaming. I'm always intrigued how we're going to be able to... Let's go to the right to shut the pinks down at least. As the pinks is the only thing that's scary in here. I mean, the blues are annoying as hell too, but... As long as I can break through the line and go straight for their blues. Blues in melee are not that good. You're level 334. What's the max level in Elden Ring? We're on fire, but I don't think it matters. Our healing will be halved, but I think it's fine. That's insane. Also, you see this? One of the really big benefits of locking your formation is they'll automatically try and look for the next fight. One of the really, really useful things that they do. Super, 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 super goddamn useful thing. Didn't know that? Yeah. It's one of the best things about locked mode. They instantly go to the next fight. So I bloody love them. That's why I absolutely bloody love them. I think arguably they're one of the strongest, if not... I mean, I guess... Chameleon, like the Stalker variants are really strong in melee, but I feel like they very much lack the oomph. Go. Loot and occupy. It's a shame that we're not going to be able to recruit units to anywhere near what we had. I have 42,000. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. As it's taken on with the damage AoE. Pretty solid. Although, I would rather go with the healing crystal guys. I think you just get more value in general. I think you'd get a little bit more bang for your buck. That with me. Bosh. Yeah, the healing Bassalons is just too goated, man. It's just so good. Alright. Right, boys. Let me income from sacking. We're not going to sack much anyway, so we won't need to do that. Right, folks. On the YouTube side of things, your boy's going to skedaddle. Please, guys, do make sure to look out for the stream that Human Boy Yes Yes is going to be doing. I'm going to be co-casting in 2 and a bit hours, so I'm really looking forward to that. To all the rest of you wholesome hunks, thanks for watching, boys. Appreciate you. If you want to come by, we're going to be doing some Elder Scrolls Online today. So I'm going to be interested to see how that goes. If you want to go and say hello, we'll be doing it on Twitch. But yeah, much love to you guys. Take care of yourselves on YouTubes and on Twitch.